to give you a quick walkthrough of your electro-spinning engine HR enclosure assembly. It's going to take a little bit of assembly once you get it out of the crate, so we're going to kind of go in reverse here as we're getting ready to package and show you the parts that you'll need to manipulate. First, let's just walk through how everything is set up. You're probably familiar with the machine by now. The high voltage side, you can see, is isolated here. And there's a cutout. One thing that to prevent accidental crashes, you've got this locator down here, which is simply a printed plastic piece that snaps in the bottom. And that makes sure that your bed does not crash into the window. And this simply snaps into the base. So let me push this out of the way. With these locating screws, it's just going to snap into the holes here, and this will be in your accessory box. Let's put that to the side. All right, the side panels all slide out. Let me get the other side of it. So these will be in your crate, and you'll need to slide those in place. The top cover has some locating pins installed that go into holes in the top of the extrusions. This arm is the high voltage lure needle arm. So you can see that this takes a standard lure needle in the end here. Well, it's kind of wobbly. So this will be in your accessory kit, and you'll need to take these thumb screws out here to install it. And if you notice here, there are some holes for cable ties where you're going to put the high voltage cable that's going to clip to the steel tip and just tie it on like that. This will go to your syringe pump for your material. Because this is tapped into plastic, these screws are pretty long, so it'll take a little bit to take them out. And this allows you to position the needle over the print surface while maintaining electrical isolation. Okay. So this will be in your accessory kit. You can see how that goes on right there. Okay. This is a temporarily installed safety switch. So once your high voltage power supply is up, this is a door interlock. So this will be attached to whatever method of disconnecting the high voltage power supply you choose. So you see when the magnets hold the door closed, it opens the switch. This is going to stay in the machine, but just so this will be attached to the center extrusion. That way you know what that's for there. Okay, so now we're going to take the printer out of the machine. Now, this is not actually physically attached here other than with that locating strip at the front, but it's heavy enough that gravity's going to keep it in place. Yes. You can talk to you.
Can you remove tablet?
Oh,
please.
He wants us to remove the tablet. This tablet won't be installed when you're putting this together, so which makes sense. And so we're going to place this there. All right, so you can see how you can rotate this out the back to get it to fit between the extrusions. And the lower piece of the partition will slide out. Okay, so in shipping, these two center extrusions will be removed because you're going to have the box containing your the printer itself and the accessories in here. And you'll need a 5mm and 4mm hex driver to install them. Yeah. So there's
take the table around?
No, there's a gap over here. We'll do it on the front.
Okay.
I'll show them on the front also.
They have those hex drivers and accessory kit.
You can pause now.
That's okay. No.
Nope.
It's just gonna take a second.
Okay.
All right. So there's an M6 screw, a 12mm M6 screw in the bottom, and a 30mm M6 screw on the top. And when you take out this center extrusion, this is going to release the back panel here. or actually you're gonna be putting this in. So when you're putting this in,
Put the panel
you're gonna do it
first.
in reverse. And it's probably best to make sure all of the screws are slightly loose before you start putting this together, so you have a little bit of play. So you're gonna put this here, put in the panel, then put in your 2 screws. Now, depending on what kind of surface you're working on, if you have enough room, you can reach this, but we're gonna have to lift this up.
Also, we have to put the handle backwards on the other side.
Do what?
The handle. We
Which-
have to put it inside because we have
This
crate. It
handle?
will stick out. Yes.
There should be enough room in the crate.
Okay.
I'll show you. All right, so then same thing up here. Well, actually, we'll just take the door off. I think that's gonna be best.
Yeah.
That should just slide out now. And like I said, it's probably best to loosen these extrusions so this will move a little bit. Hang on a second. Screw did not come out completely. There we go. Okay, so this one has the door magnets attached to it. Putting this back together here. Okay, as you can see, your door is swinging freely here. The door is held in by a single screw at the top and a pin at the bottom.
And the washer in there.
Yeah, and there's a washer for a spacer.
Let's pull the screw out and open
Bearing.
the door. Can you get that washer? That's not. Good.
All right, so there are 2 M6 clearance washers in your accessory kit. And you would put these on the top of the door. So this is going to be on the top of the door extrusion with the 2 washers. Put 1 washer on the bottom and 1 between the top and the door. All right, so now make sure the frame is tight again. Okay, so when you take this out of the crate, this is going to have the box with the printer strapped inside it and all the other accessories like this. So we'll basically do what we just did in reverse, put it back together. Now, David, let's show how it fits on the pallet. So your pallet has these 4 wood blocks that locate it.
We're doing front towards Ilya or front towards me?
There's the front. See, the front is marked
Okay.
there. So I'm going to.
So you're gonna have to walk all around.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you receive it, it will be,
Bolted down.
there will be screws in all 4 corners and 2 in the middle holding the frame to the pallet. And once you take all of your accessories out, take those screws out, this will lift off very easily, and you can put it on your work surface.